So another thing you might want to change on a page like this would be something like the background color or the text color for all of the text on the page. To change settings that will affect the entire page, you want to choose Modify Page Properties, or you can click the Page Properties button in the Properties Inspector. Either way, you'll bring up the Page Properties dialog, where you'll find options like Background Color. Now, when you set the background color, you can click and choose any of these colors. You can use the color wheel to choose even more colors, or notice that as soon as I click on that little color well, I get an eyedropper icon. And if I bring that out into the page, I can actually lift any color from anything on the page to set as my background. When I click Apply, that background color is instantly applied to the page. I can also change the text color this way. So again, I can choose text color, and I could pick a color here. When I choose Apply, you'll see that changes the color of all of the text here. Now you want to be a little careful when you change background and text colors, that they're still readable. In general, light-colored text against a dark background or dark text against a light background is going to be most readable. These two colors are so close that you run the risk that they may be hard to read, especially because color display can change from computer to computer. So looking at this in the video right now, you might say, well, it's not my favorite combination of colors, but I can read it. But I want to warn you that anytime you have something that's this close to being a little tricky to see, you run the risk that it will look much worse, or at least much different, on another computer screen. Different monitors have different settings, so this text might look darker or lighter on somebody else's computer. So to play it safe, I'm going to adjust these two colors. So again, just click on the color well, and here's a little trick. If you click on the color wheel again, notice that you have a slider here. So if you like the color or you like the range that you're in, but you just want to make it a little bit darker, you can bring the slider down just a little bit and make that color darker. And we might do the same with the background. Bring this one up a little bit, make it just a little bit lighter. And now when I click Apply, I can see those results. And look at that, that's much more readable on the web. Now there are many other options you can set in this dialog, like you can specify a font for the entire page or a font size. You can use an image instead of a solid color as the background. And if you notice in the categories on the left, you can also change link colors and other options. But for now, we'll keep it simple. We'll look at all of those options as we go through the rest of these lessons. So let's just click OK. And I want you to see that you can override these settings. So just because we made all of the text on this page blue doesn't mean all of the text has to be blue. Now we could decide, say, we want Happy Birthday to stand out, and we want to make it more of a red color. And because we're specifying that just for this text, the color red is going to override the color blue. So any text on the page that's not otherwise specified is going to be blue because we set that in Page Properties. But if we override that, we can use multiple colors on the same page.